I started the broadcast.
Okay.
You know, Andrew Tate got arrested.
Alright, let me start. Let me see that.
You heard me?
Yeah, you start the broadcast.
Yeah, I said, did you know that Andrew Tate got arrested?
Who's Andrew Tate?
Wow. Well, in short, since I thought you already knew, he's another Kevin Samuels in a sense.
Oh no.
Since you don't really the thing before I even start playing, what happened supposedly is a girl left her boyfriend to date Andrew Tate's brother, who's like a millionaire, and she had to fly out of the country to meet his brother. And when she did, he supposedly put her in like a sex dungeon or something like that. So she ended
Wow.
up, so she ended up calling the boy she dumped. And then the guy called the cops, and then Andrew Tate ended up posting a video on the internet, and because of the pizza boxes in the video, the cops was able to figure out where he was at, and they raided his house and arrested him and his brother.
So Andrew Tate had somebody in his sex dungeon?
Apparently he had a lot of women, but it's because of the one that called her ex that she dumped for his brother that they got busted. But they didn't get busted mainly because of that. They got busted because he posted a video on the internet, and the
You mean the video with the pizza boxes on YouTube?
Yeah, those boxes are from a certain area, a certain pizza delivery place, and because of that, they was able to narrow down his location.
Wow.
I don't know if there's truth to the reason for the arrest, but if you look up like any other videos of him pre-arrest about things he says about weak females and stuff, personally knowing you probably fall in love with his content, but he's like, he got canceled because of a lot of the things he said about women and men and what you have to do as a guy to get the girl and all that type of stuff. He has a lot of stuff like that, but some of the things he says I don't agree with. Some of it you might get offended by, but a lot of girls don't like his what he has to say. Some of the stuff he says I agree with, but not everything.
Like Kevin Samuels though.
It's not the same thing though, because then again it could be. Kevin Samuels, in my opinion, he was more talking about just black women in general, and
they're one of the worst.
Andrew Tate was talking about like women in general, like regardless of
I mean, sometimes all races gotta hear what they don't want to hear.
I mean, it's hard for you to make that statement without listening to any of his stuff.
You're right. That's why I'm gonna listen to it when I go to my sister's house.
Some of his stuff I agree with, because it's like I'm trying to figure out the hell I gotta go, because the proof of what he's saying is in the lifestyles of said female and said guy. Like, oh, this type of guy, oh my god, seriously? This type of guy is scoring all of these girls over here. This type of guy acts like this. This type of guy does that. And the result of being like this and doing this is these girls want you. And it's like, you know, he talks about feminism and stuff like that. Oh, because girls have access to all of this, it's like this is the effect of that, which leads to this would cycle. I'm being a little kind with my wording, but
they don't be kind when they tell people no.
But it's like some of it, like I said, some of it I agree with because I see it put into play by you know said people. Like when you talk about like the bad boy persona and all that type of stuff, I kind of, it's pretty obvious. So it's like, how if this is what gets me the girl, why would I deviate away from this? Why would I treat you like this when when you don't want to really be treated like this because you're attracted to me not treating me like that? So it's like some of the stuff he says I agree with. but not.
You know what I listen to? My boy Tommy Sotomayor.
I don't know who that is.
I'll send you a video.
But I don't agree with everything he says. But I agree with some of what he says. But I don't think that what he said justifies like, you know, trapping girls in a dungeon and making them into like porn stars and whatever the hell, you know. I don't endorse any of that, to be honest. But
I do.
Wow. And I don't think having this knowledge of how to work the female psyche also justifies exploiting it to such a degree, but we live in a cruel world. but if it's false allegations, then damn, they really hate him because he got canceled. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't really against him. When there's like, you could have quote unquote bad bitch energy, and you could talk about like exploiting guys, like, oh, this guy likes me, so I'm going to freaking let this dude take me out on a date and buy me this and help me with that and take me here and do all this stuff for me, but I will never give him the chance to be with me. And then like, this is how you exploit this guy, and I have like 7 boyfriends with all options. It's like you could say all of that from the girl's perspective, but then like from the guy's perspective, he'll say like one thing and it's just automatically hated by everybody, while the girl can practically say the female version of the same thing and get nothing but praise. So it's like a double standard on social media. So I wasn't really against him fully. It was like, wow, he got canceled for this, but it's like a girl can practically say the opposite of that.
Same thing.
And get uncanceled.
And get uncanceled.
Yeah, so I thought that was a little. I think that was a little unfair, but I don't think anything justifies, you know, if the allegations is true. I'm like, seriously, no, that's just not cool at all. I thought that was kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting to wake up, look at my phone, and like the first thing on there is Andrew Tate arrested. Because it's like I'm not like a follower of Andrew Tate. Like I've seen like maybe like 5 videos. I only know him because I watch MMA stuff, and like I knew him as a fighter. I didn't know him as a relationship advisor. That kind of, I kind of seen that on like Instagram when like I was following like motivational pages and stuff like that. Like some of his interviews popped up on there. I'm like, oh snap, this dude is actually pretty knowledgeable about that crap. I didn't realize how famous he's more famous as just being on the internet than he is as a fighter. I was like, wait, this dude has how many followers? But I wasn't really like, I heard more about him from other people than like him himself. I was like, wow. I definitely wasn't expecting him to get like arrested though. That's crazy.
Not to jump off topic, but you missed it with me, Rob, and Dark playing Call of Duty yesterday, son. We played hardcore and it was so much jokes. Yo,
is that the thing that you was playing where you couldn't respawn and you couldn't tell who was?
No, you couldn't respawn, but you couldn't see. Yeah, it was crazy, son. Yo, this dude. Yo, we were watching the final dude on our team play. He was killing niggas. This one dude sneaks up behind him, Dragon. I kid you not, and he banes him. He picks him up and does a bane and kills him. I'm like, where do you get that from? I'm like, yo, he baned him.
You mean another player? Did that to another player?
Yes, I even have the video.
What? That's doable in Call of Duty?
Yo, son, I'm gonna post the video of he baned him. Yo, son, I could not perceive what I saw when I saw it. I was like, he baned him? I didn't believe it was even possible in Call of Duty until I saw that. Because I know that they could do a whole lot of stuff. But I was like, this man baned him. I was like, how do you bane somebody? Like, he really picked him up and smashed him on his knee and just killed him.
Wow.
Like I'm looking at it again in my capture gallery because it was just magnificent.
Then we played
then we played ground warfare. Everything just got crazy, son. It got real.
I can hit it.
Yo, here's the video right. Yo, he just banged this nigga. Let me post it on YouTube. You still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll even post a video of all of us playing. Which one was this? Is that the one with me and Rob and Dark? I think so. I mean, eventually Dark's gonna show up in one of these. Oh yeah, I even shot... I forgot who... Yeah, Rob killed me in one of these.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I
And
remember,
then I killed...
I remember when I told you one of the people you was shooting at was Rob.
That moment, all I hear is drinking. I'm like, what the hell is that?
I'm still dry.
Shoot, then I freaking yell. It was real.
Other way, I'm in a cutscene.
Wait, there's something up ahead.
The extinction belt is thick above that area, so I can't detect anything from my end. Any other information?
I think they're trucks. 2 of them. They're moving towards Seiron?
Hmm? What is it?
I thought I just saw something inside the truck bed. Although, it was probably my imagination.
Okay, I managed to tap into a nearby surveillance camera feed. Those are OSF transport vehicles.
Enemy or ally?
Yuito platoon is the only OSF team deployed near Mizuhagawa.
Then I guess that means they're Seiron's OSF team. I see 2 individuals heading towards us. It looks like
Kasumi.
and Kyuka.
Oh, that was way off.
Of course. They're invisible. Be careful. I'm not picking them up at all.
I hate that dude.
Here they come.
Right.
Take that.
Too late.
Who the hell is that dude?
I wonder why Kyoka and Kagura
Wait.
attacked us. I thought that Kasane was the one after Yuito.
Is that the captain
Is
chick?
it because they're on Kasane's side? Or some other reason? Regardless, please be careful.
I would like to lock onto the invisible dude, but he's very freaking annoying.
You out of the movie scene?
Yeah, I'm in a boss fight. You can
Power
talk.
is the absolute worst to go against. I wonder if that's why we're such good friends.
Yo, son, yesterday was wild. Like, I still can't believe he snuck up behind. He snuck up behind him and banged him.
I hate when I'm trying to attack a person that's right in front of me, but it keeps aiming for the other person.
My old trusted commander is my enemy.
Damn, shot my kneecaps out. I'm just watching myself. I'm watching you and watching myself die at the same time. How do you use that function where you can like have 2 screens up again?
I forgot the name of that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to aim for the invisible. Oh, because he's invisible.
I know this is going to be pointless, but what's funny is my father's old Q TV could do that. And I'm like, how come the new TVs can't do that? Granted, it's a useless function in a way, but I still like... I can play Dragon Ball while watching niggas freaking die and aliens on the moon or something. That pause, I thought I was actually still playing.
I'm sick of this chick shooting me. Like, what about everybody else?
What about everybody else? Oh yeah, let me set my alarm clock so I don't get fucking literally distracted too long.
Damn, where are you? Good.
Can't even heal myself as this cunt.
They're stronger than anticipated.
So I can
Hold on, wait, cutscene.
Let's go. We did what we needed to.
Were Kyoka and Kagero guarding this area?
Could it have to do with the transport vehicle? They were clearly stalling for time.
I'll try to follow them. Tsugumi, could you send me their tracking data?
I can't. There's so many Kageros and Kyokas. They're all going in different directions.
That's Kyoka's duplication power. They're attempting to confuse us.
I'm sorry. It's going to take time to identify the real pair. I also lost sight of the transport vehicles. I hate losing.
It was a diversion to hide the transport vehicle's destination from Tsugumi.
Which direction were the vehicles going the last time you saw them?
I think towards Seiran.
They must have been carrying something important if they made sure we didn't follow. We might be able to find out some key information.
Give me some time. I'll see what I can find out with Tsugumi's information. Yuito, there's a place I want to check out, but it's in a different direction from Seiran. It looks like the duplicates are all avoiding this area. I can't be sure, but it seems suspicious.
Nice catch, Wataru. Okay, we'll go check it out.
Wow. This looks interesting.
What is this place? There's nobody here. Hey, I see the transport vehicles.
Then this must be it. We're pretty far from the city. Do you think this is still Seiran's facility?
I can't seem to find any information on it at all, which only makes it more suspicious.
Looks like they haven't noticed us yet, but I do feel a strange presence here. I can't really put it into words either.
I will go check the vehicle. Tsugumi, Wataru, please cover me.
Hey, Yuito. Are you remembering things okay? What about your speech? Any headaches?
I'm okay for now. No need to worry so much.
You are making sense. It's natural for her to feel worried.
Don't push yourself too hard. You've always had health problems, ever since you were little.
That's right. You did mention that before.
Yeah. I spent most of my early childhood inside a hospital. They finally let me leave when I was around 5, and I've been fine ever since.
Wait, Luca found something quite alarming.
What do you mean?
I know what the transport vehicles are carrying.
Human heads?
That can't be.
What
The transport
the
vehicle was filled with these.
No, I thought I was just seeing things, but they're really...
One of the trucks was already empty, but I believe it was carrying the same thing.
2 trucks worth of human heads? What in the hell for?
Let's try sneaking in a little further. Kasane and her team might be here.
Okay. We need to find out why they're doing this anyway.
I am speechless. This is sounding like Return to Neverland or whatever that junk was called. Human heads. Every one of these boxes has a head in it, is what you're telling me? This is like probably 300 heads right here. That's ridiculous. What are they going to do? Sell them so they can buy more paintings?
It won't open. I guess sneaking in is going to be harder than I thought.
I can't use my clairvoyance on any of these doors.
Wow. Oh, he's done.
Forgive the rough treatment. Don't worry, we only knocked him out. He won't be waking up for a while.
Wow, all three of you were amazing.
Thanks. I couldn't even move. I'm glad I have people like you who can make such quick decisions.
Hold on. This might be a key card for the door.
Nice find, Tsugumi. We shouldn't have a problem getting in now.
This puts us in enemy territory. I need to be ready for anything.
Okay, let's try this door.
Do you need help?
Wow, my pallet's not working. They got something to cut off my pallet?
This gate needs a key card to open, I think.
Wow, you can't go through the wall?
I already see an enemy that way, so we're not gonna go that way first.
We've become indispensable to each other.
I need your help!
What the hell? That's the point of this power. Alright, whatever.
What's going on? Why are there others all over the place?
This doesn't look like an abandoned building. It appears to be some sort of active research facility. Let's keep
Wow.
going.
Let's go!
I have to say, the people who worked on God of War definitely figured out the mechanic of making females thick in games. I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
What's the relevancy here?
I was watching Sif again in freaking God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't enough of her.
And through, I was like, they figured out how to make chicks thick. When you see them in freaking games or anime, they just say, oh, she's thick. Meanwhile, they don't even look that thick. The eyes might look wide, though. But I mean, you look at the rear end, it just looks like everybody else's. Their boobs just look enhanced. But that's anime in general. Their boobs are just all over the place. I'm a boob guy, but that's just fucking ridiculous. Then you got some that freaking fall down to their goddamn thighs, and everyone's like, oh my god. I'm like, you're gonna die. Then I freaking see God of War, I'm like, they figured it out. They figured out how to make a chick's rear end thick. They cracked the code.
Crush you!
Oh my god.
Now I'm like, I can't actually freak. Now I'm like, I don't even like any of these other games anymore. I wish they had a Bifrost class. Cause I like the Bifrost. God of War. I actually want to for God of War. I really want to actually add only Bifrost to my weapons.
There were weapons that had Bifrost.
Oh, which weapons were those?
All of them.
I only found one where I just shoot Bifrost out of my fingertips and it hit him. I didn't even get Freya's other sword apparently.
You didn't really play most of the game. I think you just did the main quest and that was it.
Yeah, because everything else. Because I was gonna do all those side quests after.
I mean, some of them was relevant to what was happening. The biggest part of the game, you didn't even find.
Work on that one.
What do you mean the biggest part of the game?
That is what I mean.
And what is that? You mean the knights that you gotta kill around the realm?
No. I'm talking about one of the maps. There's an area you never discovered.
You mean with what's making the noise in the desert?
think I can break it if I focus my
Oh, you discovered that area, but you didn't,
I didn't go through it.
Yeah, you didn't go through it.
Yeah, because I thought, I don't know how strong that enemy could have been.
If it was even an enemy.
I bet it was.
I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about an area. There's an area you didn't discover. That area you discovered, you didn't do anything in that area. There's a whole map you never found that has like a good 30% of the game in it.
Oh, well, guess it's gonna remain unfound. Cause I'm not dealing with that. Unless there's a freaking knight down there.
Knights are all over the whole game.
But I'm only after the knights after I re-download God of War.
Oh, I was able to go through this wall.
Cause I only want to fight the knights.
If that's what you want to do, I'm not going to. I endorse playing the game in its entirety, but if you don't, I'm not going to sway you.
Well, that's because playing the game in its entirety is ridiculous. There's so much stuff to do, and it's like, besides, I don't like the fact that the enemies are so overpowered.
On your difficulty, they are not overpowered, bruh. I'm telling you.
I remember playing God of War back in my day, and Kratos was the boss fight. I don't know why every enemy
not if you played it on a harder difficulty.
I don't like how every enemy has a health bar.
In the old games, they had health bars too. You just couldn't see it.
You call those health bars? They fell to Kratos like clockwork, son.
Not if you played on a harder difficulty.
Yeah, but still. And I miss all my old powers. I miss being the God of War.
Oh, that was him.
Why is there a key card on the floor?
All I'm saying is...
There's a smudge that looks like blood on it.
What?
That's definitely blood.
Yeah, you and Dark and Rob like new God of War, but I like the old one better.
I like both. There's certain things I like more about the old one too. One thing I liked about the old one was the camera being further back, so I didn't have to worry too much about getting hit and not being aware as to what was attacking me, because the camera was far back enough for me to see the map in its entirety. This one I could never see. I could never see what's behind me, so a lot of times I'm just rolling around trying to get all the enemies in my visual perspective, and that's something I don't like about this one. Another thing I don't like about this one is the because of how diverse the enemy is. I hate the fact that a lot of the enemies don't flinch unless you're doing specific combinations, which makes the game harder. Yeah. That's very annoying, especially when it takes about 30 hits to kill one enemy and you die in 2. I don't like that. And I'm like, how much harder can...
We'll be able to move forward if we use my power, Yumito.
I don't like how much harder. There's like 2 hits and I have to hit you like 30 plus times. And then you also don't flinch and when I'm attacking you. So it's harder for me to use some of my craziest combos because 2 hits in, I gotta dodge and attack. So I get all these attacks and it's like hard for me to capitalize on them via all the enemies attacking me without being flinchable enemies. And I'm talking about like grunts. I'm not even talking about like the wolves of the tankier enemy. I'm just talking about the average Joe niggas are freaking non-flinching enemies. So I'd have to rely on just a basic 1-2 hit combo for like the whole fight with parrying and stuff like that. Which made it very freaking intense. In the previous 2018 game, it was less intense because a lot of those combinations, they had some kickback to them. So when you was doing them, it can interrupt enemies' attack while you was in the middle of the combination. If an enemy got through the combo, you'd have to dodge or block or whatever. In this one, that wasn't really the case too much. Most of the same combos were less impactful. Now, I really didn't like that. But I do like the exploration, how much more open it is how much less linear it is in most aspects, and how much more lively the world is and all that type of stuff. In that aspect, I think it's superior. I disagree with the people who say Kratos has more substance in this game than he did in the originals, because it's the same Kratos from the originals, just that in gameplay, outside of the cutscenes, there's not much dialogue, so he's just silent, while in this one he's with people, so he speaks more, reacts more. But in the cutscenes, it's the same Kratos. Same Kratos that loved his freaking family and all of that, it's the same one, just that he's more mature, and he is trying to atone for his past. Before, he was just angry.
I understand all of that, but I like old Kratos.
It's the same character. You like old Kratos. You just like him angry. What the heck?
I like him actually doing his job as the god of war. Well, he doesn't want to be the god of war anymore, so I understand that. But I liked him better when he actually killed niggas. Didn't have to worry about Boy. Even though Boy got upgraded. But I still like Kratos better when he was angry and he just was able to kill gods. Now it's like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore.
It's like you don't want a progressive character, in short.
For certain characters, yeah. I like when Mercer. I didn't like when Mercer progressed, though.
Thanks, I'll take it.
Speaking of which, Death Battle said he. Oh yeah. I didn't like when he freaking. Yeah, I didn't like when they progressed Kratos too much. I mean, he's alright now, but I liked him before. Back when he was the unstoppable force. There was no god that stood in his way for more than a single fight. There was no, let me fight Thor and Thor runs away. Kratos would blade that nigga from afar and just follow him where he went to and murder him. Now we gotta wait 3,000 years later to get our freaking fight? This Kratos is like, oh, you could be better. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to murk this man.
It's like you're ignoring the plot, though. Like the intent.
You understand is that I'm not ignoring the plot. All I said was I liked old Kratos, because old Kratos wouldn't have stood for most of this shit.
And why was that? He
found a way to kill. Because old Kratos was all about him doing him, and he did not ignore the plot. Old Kratos put in that work.
It wasn't about him being him. He was betrayed. He was betrayed by the gods. His convictions was different.
Yeah, I know that. But what I'm saying is that he was not as soft either.
But there was reasons for that. He had nothing. He didn't have beef with these people. He already went through. Old Kratos went through all that stuff in the comics when they wanted him to save people and all that, and he was like, "F all of that."
Good. I remember when Kratos freaking fought niggas who were beefy, like when he went to freaking, what was that crap called again? The frozen place, Frostheim, Niflheim, whatever it was. And he fought that unkillable dog in this game. Old Kratos would have found a way to kill it.
Garm?
Yeah.
Old Kratos used this technique to kill Garm. Garm actually is the person who kills Tyr in real Norse mythology. Yeah.
I know. But old Kratos would have killed him, and then they made Garm freaking mindless, which I was like, okay. I mean, I understand why he was locked down there. That man was fucking dangerous. And I didn't, I was a little bit like seriously when they put Fenrir's soul in him. So that's how Fenrir got giant.
Yeah, I didn't actually know about that. I didn't know they were I'm on a God of War chains, like, I didn't know they were the same creature.
In the game? Yeah, they changed it. Those two are different niggas.
I don't mind creative freedom, honestly. I actually like Improvoda being black instead of pale skin. Really? There's another one of these?
I could have cared less. Because I'm not really a fan of Norse mythology like that. I like Roman and Greek, because they're like basically the same, but you know, I like some of the niggas in Roman mythology and the Greeks.
I mean, I like her being changed to a black character for some black representation. Is what I was getting at. I didn't mind. I didn't mind that because if you think about it, why though? Oh my goodness.
Why what? I just didn't really care for her because she's not a character I really cared too much for. And I didn't really not consider, because Kratos was black last I checked, so.
The actor, not the character.
When he was a Spartan general, his skin was fucking dark as hell. You call that white?
He's not, pretty much, yeah. It's just tanner because you're outside. That's what their skin look like if they're always outside all the time. It gets darker.
That was a little bit too tan for me. And last I checked,
I just meant that
Kratos,
I just meant that there's not a lot of freaking cool black characters in anything. so I like, compared to like, if you think about superheroes, if I told you name 20 heroes that are black, you probably can't even do that compared to most of them being Caucasians. What I'm getting at, so your options would be like Static.
It depends, because I could argue that freaking. So I could argue all the cooler ones are freaking aliens. They just look like that. Because most of them don't even identify as that.
See, but that's you're just overshadowing the tone I'm saying.
Now, since you want me to actually identify black characters, freaking Icon, Blue Marvel, Static Shock, Storm, Rocket, Mr. Terrific, and Holocaust, Ebon, Rubber Band Man, the what was that group called again? The Blood Syndicate. You know, I actually can name
I don't really know.
You never heard of them.
I only heard probably like 5 of those characters, but you can probably name 20 non-black characters immediately. I meant across all media. I didn't mean just like comics. I meant like anime. I meant all of it.
Black Panther. Did I say Black Panther too?
Nah.
John Stewart. Fuck, what was that motherfucker's name? Cause see, I barely remember names as is, and that's
my point though. Like if you want to, you can just name.
Names are hard to remember.
You can just name like almost all of the X-Men, and that could almost
Darkseid was freaking black.
You mean concrete? You mean cement?
No, like he actually was black when he was reincarnated, nigga.
I don't know.
Even in his first form, yeah, he was called Boss Darkseid.
Wow. You didn't even name Tyrone Cash.
Because I'm trying to forget his death, if you don't mind. But yes, Nick Fury in the Ultimate Universe, Tyrone Cash. I mean, cause I didn't like how he went out, so I don't want to remember that. He was a good character until you find out he was freaking just, you know, what was he doing? Was he pimping out? He was pimping out chicks, right? Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You know, I can't actually. You know what?
I thought he got killed just because he was
Fury
making
didn't like him. Yeah. Fury didn't like because he was making the serum, and he just got rid of him, and he took the serum for himself.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That was the problem with Black Fury. Black Fury from Ultimate Comics was a little too high strung. Oh yeah, one of the most best black characters they made in comics, Amanda Waller, son.
Oh my goodness. My point is, how many kids is looking up to Amanda Waller as a character, as a role model character?
I am.
You don't have to lie for the sake of conversation.
What do you mean lying? This bitch commands an entire army of fucking supervillains, and if they don't listen, their freaking brains go splat. Not only that, she has the government in her back pocket.
Like, what about gaming? How many
Gaming is
characters.
different. We ain't gonna talk about gaming. That's different. But I get what you mean for gaming wise.
I'm just saying.
I get
general.
what you saying. Other than Shadow the Hedgehog, I don't know any other black character besides the guy from Prototype.
Emmett Graves.
Who the hell is that again?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? The fuck is that?
You got the guy from Prototype, Emmett Graves.
Emmett Graves. I said Hella from Prototype.
Oh, you said Hella from Prototype too. Emmett Graves is the dude from Starhawk. The guy who had
that one nigga. I remember him now. Because I didn't play Story. I jumped completely in the multi, thinking it was going to be like the next Warhawk. I was like, we're going to get in there.
Pretty much in multi, the power you were using was Emmett Graves' power. Nobody had that power except him. Yeah. And multi, everybody was just a baby version of Emmett Graves. Because he had the regeneration of those alien creatures, I forgot the name of them. Plus, he also had the technology that the humans had, so he was like a hybrid. And he could suck the life force out of the alien creatures and not get his sucked out because he was partially human.
Yeah. I didn't play Story because I only bought it for the multi because I was like, oh, it's going to be like another Warhawk? I'll get the story later.
In fact, because the story was actually very good.
Yeah, that was about that. Oh yeah, that one black character on Red Dead Redemption. I don't remember his name, but you know.
That's my point. Nobody's looking at that. Whoever you're talking about is like, yeah, this is my nigga right here. Nobody's comparing that dude. Nobody's comparing whatever guy you're talking about to I don't even know. To like this character I'm playing as, or like Sephiroth or some crap like that. Like it is not really like that.
Oh yeah, that's different. I mean, what are you serious? You compare these niggas to Sephiroth?
That's what I'm just saying. It's not really.
Nobody compares Barret to. That's like playing Final Fantasy VII and saying, "Oh, Barret could be used to fight Sephiroth." Nigga, that's not happening.
Outside of just being a brawling dude for joke. Every freaking time I try to do something, I lose all my freaking health to these cunts.
You're right. Outside of being a big dude for what? For jokes? Barret's not even that great of a character, in my opinion. I mean, I understand why he does what he does, and I respect that. But I do not really care for his character. But then you're talking about someone like me who doesn't care about anybody who isn't Sephiroth. Like, I don't even like the main character that much because he's not Sephiroth.
One thing I hate about this game is when there's a person in front of me I'm trying to attack, I'm locked onto the other guy, so I'm just hitting nothing.
But I understand what you're saying. At least I know in comics there's a smidge, but it's not like there's some, but it's not like how games get none to an extent. Now I know we're missing characters. I know that for a fact.
Like I like Nyx. I like Nyx. But look what they did with Nyx. She just suicide bombs because this is a black. Just like, yeah, you know she's gonna die, you know. But
who's Nyx again?
Nyx is from Infamous.
Oh yeah. You know who else I forgot for black comic characters? There's Vixen. She dies, I think. No, she doesn't.
I like Vixen.
Yeah, that's why I didn't name her. I don't really care for her.
Wow, I think that's my favorite. Is it my favorite? She's in my top 5 for DC characters.
I'm about to say I know you don't like her better than Storms, and that's impossible.
Storm is Marvel.
I mean, like I use comics. I use the comics as a whole. I know that there's Shuri because she does become her own character after T'Challa becomes King of Hell in Black Panther.
I'm not a. Yeah, but not that they're all within the same you know, they're all within the same family, if you know what I mean.
I know, but still, you can count them as separate characters. Killmonger, I definitely count as a separate.
Am I going around in circles? I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here.
But I definitely understand what you're saying.
That's how come I said I respect the fact that like Ingra Boda was like made a black character with her grandmother, and then it's like they have the potential to expand upon that or whatever, like you know. or it could lead to like Atreus and Ingrid Boda having a kid who's like a future character you could play as that would be like a black character, something like that with dreadlocks or something. You know, like that's cool.
Yeah.
Like even look at Bionic Commando. We all thought he was going to be a nigga.
We were supposed to get.
We all thought he was going to be a nigga, and he was just a white dude with dreads.
I mean, if you want to get that technical, like I said, look at Kratos. He still looks black when I look at this picture. I'm holding Kratos is still black, so I don't care.
I'm just saying that it's like I appreciate when I can't like I didn't really like in Naruto when they made Killer B.
I hated how they did him. They made him a typical nigga.
Yeah, because it's like you're a role model.
He tried to rap, and it sounded all corny. And then when you see the third Raikage, you're like, oh, this is that nigga, son.
It was like this was the black guy.
This nigga was such a nigga. He was fighting Sasuke Susanoo 1v1, sliced off his own arm after Susanoo. So they were like, this nigga's serious. He was like, I don't feel that. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you don't feel that? I'd be the one nigga in the background like, this nigga don't feel that? Oh, fuck this.
I was just saying that the first one, the younger brother, being the first black character introduced was just like...
I know, that's what I was saying. But he made up for it with his ability to kill Sasuke 10 times in combat.
I respect that.
And as a Sasuke fan, I acknowledge the fact that Sasuke died every time he kicked him with his 8 tails. I was like, oh, Sasuke's dead? Alright, Sasuke's dead. Well, I'm not watching. No, wait, he's not dead? Yeah, I'll drain you dry so I don't die. He's getting back up again. I'll use 2 tails this time. Oh, he's using 2 tails? He's already better than Naruto. He can already control everything. Dead. Sasuke's dead? Oh, okay. 3 more tails later. Alright, Sasuke, how much more blood does she have in her? Karin's looking like a raisin right now, Sasuke. You don't want to leave her alone? I mean, you gotta smash something in the end. No, not till I capture the 8 tails. Kirby's like, alright, I'm already in my 7th tail form. Let me hit him again. Dead. Alright, I'm in 8 tails form. I'm in the full beast itself. What are you gonna do about it, Sasuke? I'm gonna use Susanoo. I'm like, you wait till the last minute to use that? Cause I don't want to go blind. But I'm going blind anyway. Amaterasu, Susanoo, Killer Bee still escapes. We call Killer Bee. Finds out it's a fake. After dying 8 times and draining that one chick dry. That's what happens. You know how ridiculous that is? Yeah. Like, yo. My boy Sasuke died like 8 times and they did all of that. Now his brother on the other hand was a beast when he was introduced. I still want to know what was behind that freaking thing Odin was looking at. What blinded him anyway.
A lot of people believe it was the realm between realms. Oh, not the realm between realms. The realm above. I forgot the name. The realm beyond. Yeah. Which is supposed to be the higher plane of existence where Athena went to. Really? I'm like, oh, this power was cut off.
Well, how the hell did she get to go there?
Because of her noble sacrifice.
Oh, so she got to come back as a god spirit.
But there's other gods that are also there, and it looked like Odin had found a way to sneak his way in there, but with the mask. But
I don't like Odin, but he found a way to sneak in there.
But
I can see this old man going in there with his bag, son, and his cocaine, son. We about to sell some of this shit to the higher. We about to sell some of this shit to the higher ups, niggas. The Godfather Part. The All-Father Part 2, son. The Higher Calling. Yeah, son, that's the greatest movie title I ever heard, son. We're gonna call it the All-Father Part 2, son. The Higher Calling. This time, the drugs reach an even newer level, son.
That's a big place.
Like I said, I didn't mind that she was black. I got nothing against it. I just didn't care what they did, because I expected to be able to actually kill some people.
Damn it, man.
I just hope that if they do Egyptian gods next, or they do Chinese gods, they don't whitewash them like those niggas did in Gods of Egypt.
Yeah, exactly, that too.
That sickened me. That disgusted me. I was looking for, when I saw a horse, I was looking for a nigga, son. Or, you know what else I would have I would have been alright if they would just stayed animals.
Oh, you're talking about the those were like forms, yeah. They gave them that as forms.
Yeah, I know. I would have been fine if they form if they just stayed like that. And maybe the movie was about freaking humans watching. I mean, maybe the gods are in a lot of the scenes, you know. The scenes the gods are fighting. A chick decides to help Horus freaking get his throne back or something. I don't know.
It was like I liked the cast, but I didn't like the cast as like Egyptian gods. Yeah. Like of all of them, the only one that was black was Chadwick, and all he did was talk smack to get his brain ripped out. I'm like,
basically.
I'm like, seriously? Yeah.
And who was the one doing all of that? What god was that again?
Seth.
Anubis?
Seth is like their freaking, you know, Satan incarnate. Anubis is the god of the underworld, but Seth is like, he's the one that was destroying everything. What the hell?
Oh, so Anubis was just sitting there teabagging, huh?
Anubis was just... well, that's what you want to call it, sure. He was just looking at how high his body count. He was like, wow, my room is just getting very full over here.
Soon I'll be the ruler of the earth and the heavens.
Do you need help?
Of everything. There's not going to be any life left.
Shoot.
I hate this maze-like map, man. I'm like, what the...
I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. But if they do the Chinese gods next, I hope they actually do... some I don't know. And some I do.
Depends if they do Chinese or Japanese. Or both.
Personally, I would want a God of War where they actually... I want Kratos to go back to Greek mythology and find out the Roman gods moved in.
Somebody else said that too. Somebody else said that because all the gods from Greek are not dead. They said that Aphrodite, Apollo, and Artemis are still living.
Wow. I would actually like that. Like Kratos comes back, they're like, "Oh, you're back, huh?"
Kratos was actually supposed to team up with Artemis and what's the god of war that everybody hated that we liked?
Ascension.
Ascension, yeah. He was supposed to team up. Artemis was supposed to be it was supposed to be co-op.
I still see videos on it how people hated it. I'm like, but the gameplay was. I'm like, what did it do to y'all?
I told you, because it felt like the story was unnecessary. I liked the fates, but there was parts of the game that I understood not liking. But there was a lot of. I feel like the parts that was good it made the parts that weren't good worth it.
Oh yeah, let me go take a piss. I'll be right back. I got a couple of minutes to get dressed. BRB.
What the hell? Alright, let's see where this goes. Okay, I guess this is the way. Trying to look at the number go down is not helping me. this looks like I'm back at the beginning of the map. Cause I am. I don't know how I missed this over here. I pressed the wrong button. The number goes down. It should go down and go this way, right? Finally. I must have just walked past this door like 50 times. Oh, I was expecting a cutscene. Oh, seriously?
What is this facility?
It looks like some sort of assembly line.
Hey, those boxes. Aren't they the same ones from that transport truck we saw? What is it, Tsugumi?
Does it contain what I brought earlier?
A human head.
You've gotta be kidding me. All of these?
What in the world is this place?
Others are being held in this building. And others feed on human brains.
Even if that's the case, why does it seem like this factory processes the brains? I hate to say it, but couldn't they just toss in the whole head if they're just feeding them to the others?
This smell. Where is it coming from?
It does smell a little strange here. Almost like blood.
Those ampules!
I think I'm going to be sick.
This can't be real, right? Those were made by Spring Pharmaceuticals.
What the hell?
Damn it!
What the hell is going on with this story?
Looks like Kyoka couldn't lose you.
What is this?
I think you've already figured it out. This is Spring Pharmaceuticals' Seiron factory. To be more accurate, it's an other research facility they run jointly with the Seiron government.
I understand what you're saying. Wait, I'm in a cutscene.
Using these heads to make their products.
Shiden, stay calm. Just concentrate on stopping Yuito.
Wait, let's talk. Hey!
I see she doesn't talk at all.
You're trying to kill me? Now you're trying to hide this cruel place? Don't you feel anything seeing what's going on here? What are you all thinking?
Take this! Is this?
I thought you were amazing since you were...
I have to.
Oh my god.
But now you're trying to kill Yuito and trying to hide this facility? What happened to you? This isn't like you.
Shut up! You don't know anything about anything. Then tell us. We don't know anything because you won't tell us anything.
I'm not done yet.
Oh wow, he went into his brain serum mode.
You won't get away.
Not done yet. nothing. Good. Why?
So, a member is in danger.
Give up.
I was gonna say. Hey! It's nothing.
Sorry.
Stop! It's useless.
The moment I'm trying to figure out. Oh, it is.
Just great.
Hanami, let's go! I can keep going.
Put it out.
Oh my god.
It's useless. I won't hold back. Let's regroup now.
Give up.
Still in the movie scene?
I'm in a boss fight now. It's about to be over, I hope.
There's nothing I can't do.
Oh, he turned Super Saiyan 2.
Yup.
My power.
I'll protect you all. I'll destroy everything.
This is bad.
Did I get to heal myself? Wow. This is uncalled for.
Is everyone okay?
Thank you for your help.
Did she just transform to Super Saiyan 2?
She transformed Super Saiyan 2 and mine wore off.
I can still fight. This is bad.
Wow.
She's about to annihilate you.
Close.
That's why I'm running.
I'll be right back. I gotta find a pen.
I can still fight.
Someone's down. This isn't good.
Damn it.
Not yet. That was close.
By any means.
Do you need help? Stop! Come on.
Give up.
Hit it!
Wow.
You won't get
I can
away.
still fight. There!
It's over. Give up. My body.
Taking your fire! Hey!
What?
Snap out of it already! Making drugs out of human heads is crazy! We have to stop them!
But Naomi, she needs this.
What do you mean? What is this facility for?
That's...
I can't take this anymore. I'm telling them everything.
No, I will. This place is another research facility run jointly with Spring Pharmaceuticals, just like Arashi said. Human brains of people with powers are being brought here. A portion of them are transplanted into others to turn them into other weapons. The rest are turned into a medical solution to feed the others.
That's horrible.
Hey, are you really sure about Seiron? I know New Himuka has a lot of its own issues. It's not right that the government monitors everyone and controls all the information. But Seiron causing the uprising, that's just as messed up. Can we really let them get away with transplanting human brains into others? Or processing the brains into drugs?
No, we can't, obviously. That being said, there are, in fact, some people who've been forced to accept it.
Like my brother.
And then there's Kasane. People whose loved ones have been turned into others. They depend on that medication. Human-born others can temporarily regain their senses when they take that medication. Even letting them talk.
Does Karin have a family member that's been metamorphosed?
No, not a family member. Has Luca or Fubuki mentioned it?
Alice?
Yuito!
His brain is...
Yuito!
He's an other.
Yuito?
Is this happening because I used my power? My head is killing me!
Are you okay? What's wrong? You look like you're in pain.
There's something wrong with Yuito's brain. He's beginning to show signs of speech and memory impairment whenever he uses his power.
I'm okay now. The pain is fading.
Huh? Speech and memory impairment whenever he uses his power.
This is...
Damn.
Sorry to interrupt, but you need to leave now so we can call this a draw. Hurry up or the others will come.
We should leave too. That okay with you, Kasane?
Yes.
Yuito, our assignment is complete. We should withdraw.
Yeah. We should get out of here as soon as possible.
Wataru said he would report to Major General Fubuki for you.
Okay. Sorry. I know I should be the one to do it, but I'm just not feeling well.
What are you talking about? It's okay, don't worry about it. We all know how you feel. No, that's not exactly true. I can't understand how much pain you're in. I probably would have taken the ampule too if I were in your shoes. I know saying that won't help with whatever guilt or disgust you might be feeling.
Thanks. I'm okay.
The medication should be chemically processed, so consider them more like protein or amino acid supplements. It may be unpleasant, but looking at them this way might help you come to terms with it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's just hard for me to do it.
I know it might be difficult, but whatever you do, don't throw them up.
What? You knew?
We saw it happen. You were outside the hideout. Oh, we're sorry.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I know it's not in my stomach anymore, but I just couldn't.
It's fine, but you have to fight through it. You can't make it a habit.
You're right. Besides, Naomi, it must be so much harder for her. Being turned into another is awful enough, but now she has to feed on these brains? I don't know where she is right now, or how she's doing. When I think about her, I know how much better off I am. If Naomi hasn't given up, then I can't either. I know I can get through it.
After you do get through it, you'll be able to help support Naomi when you see her again.
Yes. You're right. I need to get it together. I'm just wondering if New Himuka is stocking up on those ampules, knowing full well what they're made of. If that's the case, and they do indeed know, then they're going to have to answer to me. No. I have a feeling that New Himuka already knows everything. I just can't get myself to accept it.
I'm sorry.
Huh? You don't need to apologize. You have nothing to do with the hospital.
I know, but I just wanted to apologize. I want to look into the hospital and do something about it.
This is a tough position for the both of you.
You too, Luca. Everything Karin has done must be hard for you. Tsugumi had to see a lot of things she never wanted to as well. I think we've all had our fair share of suffering. What's important is that we continue to support one another, right?
Yeah. Sorry I worried everyone, and thank you.
Maybe I should talk to Tsugumi. I don't know what to tell you, Yuito. Just try not to do everything on your own. If there's too much to handle, let me help you pick up the slack. That's what a team is for.
Thanks, Wataru.
Excuse me. I'm probably gonna stop here. I can't believe this dude is supposed to be a gym goer. It's hard to even believe that's a... well, but he's so small, I guess he can be classified as a boy, but how could he be so powerful at that age? Oh, because this is the world of anime.
They call him.
I'm about to get